son. Where'd you find this?
Don't be offended by the truth. They be offended because you called out the truth. Simple as that. They don't want to hear any of the narrative that makes them look bad.
One thing I can't stand at this big grown age is somebody who acts like cause and effect does not exist. Like, yes, your actions caused this outcome. Yes, what you did lit the match. Like, why are you surprised and playing victim?
Guys, Chico. They never lie.
That's how you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late. They cancel last minute. Forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Peace and blessings. Let me do a sound check real quick. Let me make sure. All right, we good. We good. Happy Tuesday. Glory, praise, and honor to the Most High. Shout out to everybody who is in attendance. I appreciate you for your visit, whether it's short or you hanging out for just a bit. I appreciate you for being here. Shout outs to my poets, writers, content creators, all of that good stuff. You see the title. I'm gonna let them cook. But what I want to do is, let's see if I can get this the way that I would like the screen to be divided. There we go. All right. So this is what I'm going to do before I play the video. I want to say, if you are here in 2026, you are definitely favored. You are loved. A lot of people didn't make it. We are the fortunate ones. And I think that gets taken lightly. Just being amongst the land of the living. as trivial as that might sound, this is definitely a blessing, man. For a fact. Andrew Tate, he shared some thoughts about this Epstein file situation. And I want to add on to it just my own commentary, my extra sauce, so to speak, because it's flooding social media. Hell, if you saw the video that I just watched, you would take it serious as well. Charles, I appreciate you for stopping through, even just for a second. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to I'm gonna have to mute. Let me see something. I meant to do this already before. I need to mute that, and then I need to minimize one window so that I can play this other clip. I don't know if IG is gonna be too fond of me playing this. Like, I just got out of IG jail messing with them, being petty. Considering the stuff that they post up here daily as it is, yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm really trying to decide if I want to play this video while I'm on IG or after, or should I just close out the IG and then play it? I think I'm going to close it and then I'll come back. That's what I think I'm gonna do. That's what I should have done originally. Let me see how I want to play this. See, I wouldn't mind playing the video if I didn't think they were going to try to ban me again. But social media is getting extremely sensitive. They picking and choosing who they want to hold accountable for the type of content that they post. So yeah, let's close this. I'm gonna stop this. Yeah, let's stop this and move this over here. I'm gonna play this clip and then we're gonna chop it up for a few and go from there. Bring this up on the big screen. Make sure it's not on mute. I got a habit of doing that. All right, let's see.
If nothing happens over this Epstein stuff, you may as well give up on politics. If the fact that we now have confirmation that what the conspiracy theorists have been saying for years is true, that Pizzagate is real, and that there's no such thing as left and right, there's no such thing as a sovereign nation, there's just ultra wealthy people exploiting the poor to the point where they can get little girls and do whatever they want to them on an island, and all the evidence of it can exist, and instead of there being any repercussion at all, it's going to be discussed a little bit by a few people on Twitter, and they're going to continue doing exactly as they did before. If nothing happens over this Epstein stuff, if there's no mass raids, mass arrests, mass public trials, you may as well just give up on politics. May as well just give up. The system is so rotten, it's never going to be fixed. Even transparency isn't fixing any of this stuff. And the reason for it is not because the elites are actually so smart. It's not because they have all this power. It's because the crowd is apathetic. You care because you're on the internet, you're on Twitter. You might be watching this video on Instagram and you mentioned it to your friends sometimes. But by and large, nobody gives a shit. They've got us so distracted trying to pay our own bills, arguing with each other, have a problem with our neighbor over the lawn being mowed, don't like a black guy, don't like a white guy, don't like Mexicans. They put Bad Bunny in the Super Bowl. He speaks Spanish. That distracted most of you. What were you watching the Super Bowl in the fucking first place for? Who gives a shit? The fact that they can distract people so easily, they can divide people so heavily, means that most people at home are apathetic. They don't give a shit. If you walk around, I'm in New York now, you walk around New York and say, have you heard about the Epstein thing? Most people go, yeah, I heard. But they don't really care because they got to pay their bills and they have enough problems and they're stressed enough and they weren't there and it's someone else's problem to fix. They've got us so massively demoralized to the point now that every single conspiracy theorist can be proven true and that you can know you are paying taxes to evil billionaires who intend on raping your daughters, and still no one's going to do shit. Nothing's going to happen. The system's going to keep on limping on, and you're going to pretend that this Epstein expose sticks something. Oh yeah, I'm sure Epstein was the only man who knew girls for the elites. I'm sure anyone who's been anywhere near the top, let me tell you, there's plenty of guys like him. Plenty.
Whether or not you believe in him or like him as a person is irrelevant. What he's saying is accurate. Case in point right now. You see the title. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see the title? What went through your brain? Did the algorithm push this out to you? Did the algorithm decide that this wasn't important? Did you see his name and you just didn't want to be bothered with it because it's the messenger? Or is it because it's a channel that does not generate 500, 600 commenters a day? Because the SEO doesn't suggest my content to the rest of the public, so it doesn't have any importance to it. See, whether or not it was the conversation en route from a person who does not have 1 million people watching or subscribing is one of the main problems that we have. I asked you, when you scrolled, and this is for the future nosy people and the know-it-alls and the spell police and the people who only came to talk shit and be negative. You didn't really have anything to contribute to the actual issue at hand. What was your first thought? Did you hear what he had to say? You know why I'm here? I'm here because our fellow human beings, they have decisively and effectively had their way with the rest of humankind without any problems. They're under the impression that our numbers don't matter. They're under the impression that they've weighed us down with so much hate, propaganda, divisiveness. They've poured so much on us to the point that we do not have the energy to fight and stand up for nothing. Now, let's get back over to Mr. IG. I'm gonna talk my shit for a little bit. Why not? That's the beauty about this live stream stuff. Some people care about the popularity contest shit. I don't. It's not that big of a deal to me. I'm still going to get my message across, whether one person is here or 0. So I'm going to get this back up on the screen. And we're going to continue to do this. Let's see here. Let me get another one up here. All right. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Once my screen is back, then we'll get it. All right, cool. There we go. Now, let me mute this. My screen is back. Then we'll get it. All right, cool. There we go. Back. All right. So, there we go. Now, let me mute this. My screen is back. This is what I was saying. Get it. All right, cool. There we go. Back. All right. So, there might be one. Now, let me mute this. My screen is back. It might be. This is what I was saying. 56 people, there we go, back, who randomly, so there might be one title and they click my screen, 2 back. It might this be, is what I was saying. Give it a couple seconds. 56 people who hear something who randomly, so there might be one title and you keep on screen, 2 back. It might this be what I was saying. I get it. Give it a couple seconds. 6 people who hear something who randomly attention span. It might be and you keep on. Some people are here for what reason. Some people are just randomly nosy. I rebuke hear something who randomly attention span. It might be and you keep on mind cast it out. Some people are here for what reason. Some people are just randomly nosy. I rebuke hear something. Nobody really cares about these situations or these conversations. Cast it out. And I get it. Things were designed specifically to distract. Nobody really cares how these situations or these conversations exhausted. And I get it. And what does it? You're right. Things were designed specifically to distract. Nobody really cares how these favorite content creators, favorite advertisers. And I get it. And what does it? Things were everything that is nobody really cares how race for the favorite content creators just and I get it. And what does the food that we everything that is nobody really cares how race for the favorite content creators just and I to the point. And what does the food that we I don't even know what the hell nobody really cares how I might as well be snacking on it right and listen to the point. And what start pulling up with I don't even know what the hell ground. Nobody really cares how I might as well clean on that right. Start picking leaves on listen to the point. And what start pulling up with I don't even know what the hell ground. Nobody really cares how I might as well clean on that right. Just don't eat nothing else from start pulling in the store because nothing is organic. Everything is contaminated. The way that media is posted, just don't eat nothing else from these videos that is starting out inconsistent and circulation. Everything is contaminated. It's being tagged. Media is posted. Just don't eat nothing else from these videos that is starting out inconsistent. Just like the shit that I'm seeing and it's being put in everything is like It's gonna be nothing else. So what's left? So like here's my point. I'm seeing it's being put in everybody's life. It's gonna be nothing else. We've all been with it. What's left? Lied to. So like here's my point. I'm seeing all this being put in everybody. You might not believe it, but you have. We've all been with it. TV taught you how to be lied to. So like here's my point. I'm seeing all this. Social media taught you how to be. You might not believe it, but you have. We've all been with it. TV taught you how to be lied. Cartoons. Like here's my point. And these social media taught you how to build your character. They've all been with it. TV as a first cartoon. Like it's IRS. Social media paying taxes. If government systems raise, they've all been with it. TV as a first cartoon. As IRS. Social media paying taxes. If you are part of the government system, they've all been with it. You are as Democrat, Republican, you are part of the government. They did a job. You are wear everybody out, tire everybody out until you are nothing but a nub. They did a job. Spend the majority of your life at work, wear everybody out, and if not at work, until you are nothing but a nub. Spend the majority of your life at work, wear everybody out, and fight to survive until you are nothing but a nub. That only thing I don't agree with is him trying to fight to survive people that he can't relate to. That only thing while you're having this conversation with is him trying to mind and say how that he can't relate to. That only thing while you're having this conversation with, there's somebody that literally trying to mind and say how driving you wherever you want to go. That only thing while you're having this conversation with, there's somebody that's driving trying. You're not worried about it. Driving you or getting evicted. That other thing I want to don't there's somebody you're not worried about. You're not worried about getting slaughtered. Driving or getting evicted. That other thing I want to don't there's somebody you're not worried about. You're not worried the license on getting back to the house. The patrol's gonna be out on the street. You ain't worried about. You're not worried about. You're not worried the license getting back to the house. You're not worried about loiterers. You ain't worried about panhandlers, looters getting back to the house. The wild loiterers, the irony in your message, panhandlers. I gotta expose you for what it is. You can't relate to us. The wild loiterers, people, the irony in your message, listening to you. I gotta just a little bit more than they will ever do me. Can't relate to us. This video is because of irony in your message, listening to you. I gotta just a little bit more than they will ever forgot. It's going to be a time capsule. This video is because the rapture doesn't come before Jesus comes and get us. We forgot. It's going to be a time capsule. This video will fall into the rapture doesn't come forgetfulness. Why Jesus nobody get us that are average person who this video seems to rap generally comes 10 to 15 nobody here and there that has average serious effect that they are disease to children 10 to 15 put in here and there. God has actually different diseases of infants, children, allegedly put in here and there. And the very things that we eat are different diseases of infant food to the pills, allegedly. Nobody's going to care that it's coming from a regular old person. And the very things that we eat are different diseases of infant food to the pills. That's the whole point. Nobody's going to care that it's coming from a regular old person. And the very things nobody listens to you if you're not eating infant food to the pills. That's the whole point. Nobody's going to care if you're not popular. Nobody listens to you if you're not popular. It's less likely that anybody is going to hear what you got to say. Nobody's going to care if you're not popular. Nobody listens to you if you're not popular. It's robot. Anybody is going to hear what you got to say. Nobody's going to care if you're not popular. Nobody listens to you. Robot. In order for the robot to approve you, nobody's going to care if you're not popular. The person nobody listens to robot to set it in order for the robot to approve you. Where nobody's going to care if you're not popular. You are the person somebody listening to as viewer. If they're not going to set it, that's an order for the robot to approve you. Nobody wants to hear that. If you're not popular. You are the person somebody listening to as viewer. If they're not going to set it, that's an order for the robot to approve you. Nobody wants to look around here. If you're not popular. You are the person somebody listening to as viewer. If they're not going to set it, that's an order for the robot to approve you. A bunch of words and memories and ideologies, expressions that will never change because they don't expressions that never that's going to be another tip. They don't chop that up. That's going to be another tip. They don't chop that up. If people really care, they would be here. That's going to be another tip. They don't chop that up. If people really cared about what was going on, if people really cared, you would see that they would be here. That's going to be another tip. They don't chop that up. If people really cared, it wouldn't matter. If people really cared, you would see that they would be here. That's why I think a lot of people are full of shit. If people really cared, it wouldn't matter. If people really cared, you would see that they would be screaming, arguing, and comments. They know people are full of shit. If people really cared, it wouldn't matter. If people really cared, when it's time to really support, you would see that they would be screaming, arguing, matter, and comments. They know nowhere to be found. If people really cared, it wouldn't matter. If people really cared, really support, you would see that they would be screaming, arguing, matter, and comments. They nowhere to be found. If people really cared, it wouldn't matter. And disappointed. If people really care, really support in society, they would be screaming about matter. Because as much as y'all say it's square up and down, before good, and you can't stand evil. Well, in society, they would be screaming about matter. I can't tell you y'all say it's square up and down. Why does it take a person to have a million subscribers before you can take the subject serious? What does the person I can't let time say is why does it take a person to have what's happening? Bleeding is dry. What does not only are they bleeding as dry, the person I can't let time say is why does it take a person to have what's happening? Comes dry. What does Not only are they breeding us dry, some person I can't wait. I am saying those opinions. Why does it take one person to have an think about it? What does not only are they what do you have to lose? It's just a loser. I am saying that why does it take one person to have an stuff that's really serious? Nobody's going to listen. What do you have to lose? It's just a loser to your reviewed person, and they're talking about everything. What do you have to lose? It's just a loser to your I don't have too much respect for it. What do you have to lose? I would probably be one of the few far in between. I don't have that speaks his opinion and his thoughts against the machine. I would probably be one of the far in between. I don't have anything to lose. I have that speaks his opinion and his thoughts against the machine. I would probably be one of the but I digress. So far in between, I don't have anything to lose. I have that speaks his Andrew wasn't lying. Against the machine. I would probably he wasn't lying at all, but I digress. So far in between, I don't have anything. Speaks his Andrew wasn't lying, but against the machine, I would probably I want to say don't lie at all, but I digress. Message. I don't have anything. Okay. Speaks his Andrew wasn't lying, but it's not about Andrew. I want to say I don't care that he said it. I think it's ironic that he spoke up. But don't put it all on him. He got it's not about Andrew, but all of them are guilty. I want to say I don't care that he said it. I think it's ironic that he spoke up. But we're don't try to address here. It's not about Andrew. We have a bunch of care that white things that he spoke up, looking over us. But don't try to address here. It's not about Andrew. We have a bunch of care that white things go that he spoke up, every single one of them. Don't try to address here. Years ago, we have a bunch of care we should have people in office that actually want to do right by people. And we should have more folks that actually really mean what they say. You should have people when they voice their opinions on TikTok and all that. When you say things in the comment section, then you should be going to media sources who voice really have a passion to make their voices heard. And when you say things in the comment section, then you should be going to, but you don't care as much as you say. Voice really have a passion, you know how to make their voices heard. And when you say things, because every time I make a post, but you don't care as much as you say, or upload, you know how I don't address just celebrity shit. I address things every time to us. I make happening in our community. What's happening to these kids? You know how I don't address these celebrity shit. I address things every time to us. I make you don't get the word out. What's happening? You care more about the entertainment purpose. You know how I don't even do the actual message. I address things every time to us. I make you don't get the word out. What's happening? You care more about enough for me. I'm trying to separate myself from the actual message. And folks are all about you don't get approval of others. You care more about enough for me. And I'm trying to separate myself from the actual message. And folks are all about you don't get approval. In which case, there will be enough. And I'm trying to separate myself from the actual message. I'm sick and tired of it. In which case, there will be enough. And I'm trying to separate these niggas getting 30, 40, 50, 60,000. I'm sick and tired of it. Views on videos about celebrity gossip. You telling me I'm saying people can't these niggas getting 30, 40, 50, 60,000. I'm sick and tired of it. Views on videos on all these media platforms. You telling me I'm saying people can't these niggas that y'all watch fake, they can't talk about it. I'm sick and tired of it. all these media platforms telling you that y'all want to see according to the algorithm, according to the system. All these I'm not doing anything you need or anything out of the ordinary, but y'all want to see according to the algorithm, according to you trying to submerge me. All these I'm not doing anything to keep me from talking about my stuff, according to the algorithm, reaching the broader audience. You trying to you can't stop something that God has ordained to keep me from in His will. There is really nullifying anything that I'm doing. Whether or not I get it on the first, second, third, fourth, 20th time, it don't matter. I can talk about everything, whether or not I get it on, talk about relationships, 20th time, all you can talk about is celebrity. You are too scared and too afraid to talk about everything that's going on that you listen to. You're not going to do that. 20th time, all you can talk about is celebrity. You are too scared. You don't want to get kicked off of social media. This is the main source of income. You're not going to do that. 20th time, all you can talk about is celebrity. You people who say they got all this influence or these responsibilities for the general public, you sure as hell are wielding it in the most powerful way. You people who say they got all this influence or scope, these responsibilities for the general public, you sure as hell are wielding it in the most powerful way. Andrew Tate was right. The people don't care. They don't care like they say they do. It's impossible. Andrew Tate was right. Impossible. The people don't care. They don't care like challenge your allegiance where it stands. Andrew Tate was right. Impossible. Tomorrow, the people don't want to call out Piers Morgan. They don't care like challenge your allegiance where it stands. Andrew Tate was right. Impossible. Tomorrow, we're going to keep doing call out Piers Morgan. I would rather have this thing like challenge than to have never expressed it at all where it stands. Allow some of tomorrow, we're going to keep doing horrific human beings. I would rather have this like challenge to run this country and have never said it all where it stands. Allow some of tomorrow, we're going to keep doing horrific human beings. What I'm going to do, I'm going to say thank you to the people who did decide to, and the people who do decide to spend. What I'm going to do, randomly come across this video, I'm going to say thank you to the weekend, if it even gets pushed through, and the people who do decide to spend. What I'm going to do, are you one of those people who say you can't video? I'm going to say thank you to the weekend, if it even gets pushed through. Let's change something about that. What I'm going to do, are you one of those people who say you can't video? I'm going to say thank you. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all. If it even gets pushed through, I'm about to get back on this camera, and I want to get this recorded now. We're gonna chop it up though. Hold on a minute.